Hello and welcome. I'm Nandini Nayak and I am a lead educator at Coder Academy. In this video, we're going to look at how we can build a simple terminal application using a programming language called Ruby. It's absolutely fine if you're not sure what a terminal application is and what a terminal is. We're going to explore that in a while. The main objective of this lesson is to give you a bit of an insight into the coding process and also to get you to understand some of the fundamentals of coding by building a functional application. We also want you to explore a code editor, an online code editor, and also I would like to show you how you can push your code to GitHub and collaborate with other developers. Last but not the least, I want to give you some of a mini challenges so that you can think of a way to extend the application that we're going to build together and think of ways where you can take this to the next level. So before you get started with this and follow along and code along with me, what I would like you to do is sign up on two sites. One is REPL, which is an online code editor, which will allow you to code using a language you'll be using to code using a language called Ruby. And the other platform is GitHub, which is an open source collaboration tool to share your code with other developers and collaborate. You can find the link in the description and also on the slide here. So if you click on this link, it will take you to the REPL sign up page. And if you click on this link here, it will take you to the GitHub sign up page. Before we build this application together, let's look at what is the app that we are going to build. So let me give you an app walkthrough. So on REPL, let me just refresh this page. Perfect. So before I show you the application that we're going to build, I said we're going to build a terminal application. So let's first understand what a terminal application is, or what a terminal is. So this black window that we see here is called a terminal. So terminal, or it's also called as a shell, is a way of interacting with the computer by providing certain commands. This is an interface through which we can interact with the computer, but it's not graphical. That is, you don't have a GUI or a GUI. Instead, you will be running certain commands to interact with the machine. Now, what we are comfortable using, most of us are comfortable using, is a GUI based of interaction. For example, let's say I wanted to create a folder. I would just click on add folder and just give it a name. This is called a test folder. And if you wanted to add a file to that folder, you just say this is a test file, right? So this is how we usually interact to create folders, files, and whatnot. Now, if you wanted to use this terminal, there are a certain bunch of commands that you can provide or instructions that you can provide. So for example, if I wanted to create a folder, I would use a command called mkdir, make directory, and I'm going to call it my app. And you see that the folder was created here. And if I wanted to navigate into that folder, I would say cd change directory my app, and that is how I would navigate to that folder. And if I wanted to create a file inside that folder, I would say touch my file .rb, which is a Ruby file. And you see that if I expand this, I've got that file created. So this is a terminal wherein we can provide instructions to interact with the computer. Now you must be wondering, what is the use case of this? Where else will we be using a terminal? So most of the time, if you're building applications, terminals are used for you to run those applications, and terminals can be used to provide input to that application and also receive output from the application or the program that you build. So in our case, let me just clear this, Control L to clear the screen. Let me just show you what we are going to build and how you can view that in the terminal here. So if I just hit run, The app that we're going to build is a simple bank application. So it says, welcome to the Coder Bank, please enter your name. And you can see that this application or the program is running in the terminal. And this cursor here is indicating for us to provide input via the terminal again. So let's say I have Nandini Naik here. Get hello Nandini Naik, select from the menu, and we've got a few options here. So let's say I want to deposit. How much would you like to deposit? Let's say I choose $30. And thanks for your deposit. You've successfully deposited 30 bucks. Let me clear this again. I hit Control L, that's the shortcut to clear. I run this again. Let's say the name is Bob Ross this time. Hello Bob Ross, select from the menu, and I choose withdraw as my option. How much would you like to withdraw? $20. You withdrew $20, please take the cash. So this is a very simple application that we are going to build together. The main objective that I want to achieve out of this lesson is to give you a bit of an understanding of some of the fundamentals of a programming language, such as what a variable is, what are the conditional statements, and how you can take an input and how you can give an output to the user. And we can do all of this by building a very simple application. So let's get started.